Hi, I'm Bobby from You Are the Miracle. I'm here today to help you to continue to do what you love to do by improving mobility, strength, stability, and preventing injury. So let's get started today. On your next inhale, arms overhead. Inhaling, arms up. Arms out to the side. Elongated. The hips open to the long edge. The right side of the body. Extend hand, right arm across to the left knee. So this is just going to be a great general overall practice. So you're going to start in child's pose, big toes together, knees wide. You're going to walk the arms forward, releasing the upper body. So you can either stack hands or fists if the forehead doesn't quite reach your mat. And then allowing the low back to release, the upper body to sink in. Finding your 3-part breath. So belly, ribs, and collarbones. Beginning to tune into your body. Noticing where your body is carrying any tension or stress today. And not judging, just simply noting. One final breath here, really breathing into the back side of the body, allowing the breath to create space. And then as you exhale, you're going to slowly rise up, walking the hands in towards you. You can remain either on your knees or you can come through to seated, whichever feels best to you. From here, we're going to bring the hands to the back of the head and we're going to begin to draw circles with the elbows. So it's almost like a figure 8 movement here, drawing circles on either wall to your side. And this helps to open up the thoracic spine, also through the sternum, the shoulders, the neck. Just allowing the breath to move freely here. And then we're going to switch directions, which may feel a little awkward at first, that's okay. Continuing here, nice and slow. One more each direction. And then releasing the arms. From here, we're going to shift onto all fours. Fingers spread wide. Then pressing into the toes, we'll shift up and back into down dog. Walking the dog here, beginning to lift alternating heels. Pressing both heels back, the knees bent, tail lifted. Elbows towards center, chin tucked into chest. Noticing how the body's feeling once again. Nice deep breath in, exhaling, let yourself sink. Pressing back through the heels, creating length through the back side of the body. One more breath. And then looking forward, walking forward. Releasing into your forward fold, 2 breaths. And then chin tucked in, we'll slowly rise up. Inhaling, arms overhead. Tail lifts, hinging forward. Reaching forward in to your sun salutation. Chin tucked. Hugging the backs of the legs. Inhaling, fingers 10, looking forward. Exhaling, hands down, stepping back. Lowering down to the belly. You can also lower to the knees here. We'll bring elbows under shoulders, crown lifts. Inhaling, Exhaling, lowering down, hands under shoulders, toes tuck, pressing up and back. Inhaling in your down dog. Exhaling, looking forward, step or walking forward. Fingers 10, inhaling to look forward. Nice elongated spine here. Exhaling to fold. Bending the knees. Inhaling, rising up. Exhaling down. One more time. Inhaling up. Tail lifts, hinging forward, reaching forward. Hugging the backs of the legs, chin tucks. Inhaling, fingers 10. Exhaling, hands down, stepping back. Lowering down to the back bend of your choice. And lowering. Toes tucked, shifting up and back. Inhaling in your down dog. Exhaling, looking forward, walking, stepping forward. Fingers 10, inhaling, elongating through the spine. Exhaling to fold. Bending the knees. Inhaling, rising up. Exhaling to release. We'll inhale, arms up. Arms out to the sides, heart leading forward. Releasing forward. We'll bend the knees to step the right foot back. And then bringing both hands to the inside of the left foot. We're going to shift forward, keeping the right knee off the mat this time. So if that's too much, the option to lower the right knee and toe is always there. But we're going to release here, keeping the knee off the mat, pressing through the back of the right heel and allowing the hips and pelvis to open. And then lowering the left knee and the right knee and toe, if you aren't already there. We're going to then bend the right foot, right knee, and reach back with the left hand. So if that is too much, option to keep the left hand on the ground or maybe even on that left knee. If it's available, you can look over the left shoulder, breathing here. Allow the right hip to soften, continuing to hold here, focused on your breath. Releasing the right foot back. We'll bring the left hand to the outside of the left foot, shifting back. We'll root the left toe into the ground, and then extending the upper body and arms over the left leg, chin tucked into chest, feeling length through the left leg and all the way out the upper body through the crown. And shifting forward, right toe tucks. We're going to then lower the right heel on an angle, rising up, right arm back, left arm forward, releasing into the left bent knee, left knee stacked above the left ankle, breathing here. Just noticing where your upper body is. So if you find that you're reaching and it's really hard kind of to stay here, just noticing we want the back elongated, the hips open to the long edge of your mat. 2 more breaths. And pressing into the left front foot, we'll extend the left arm over that left leg, lowering it down. We'll extend the right arm skyward, and we're going to move the right arm, tracking that path. So we'll lower right hand down, inhaling, keeping that motion in the same path each time, or that's the intent. Inhaling up, exhaling down. 2 more. And as you open, noticing if you can allow that right hip to stack above the left as you draw the left hip slightly forward. Pausing here, 2 more breaths. And then lowering right hand down. We'll switch to bring the block in front of the right foot. Left hand onto the side of the block and moving on the left side. So inhaling up. We'll pause 2 breaths here. And then lowering down and tracking that path. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Two more. And then bring your left hand to your left block. We'll pivot onto the right toes, and we're going to step the right foot forward to meet the left. Then, bending the knees, we'll step the left foot back, bringing the hands to the inside of the right foot. Once again, remaining up, or option to lower left knee, left toes, sinking in. But if it's possible, keeping that left knee off the ground, pressing back into the left heel, and releasing through the hips and pelvis. Releasing the left knee and toe. We can press the right knee, away from the body, looking over the right shoulder. And then option also to bring the left foot back, reaching back with the right hand to clasp the left foot. Allowing the heart and chest to open, breathing here. And then slowly releasing the left foot down, right hand down to the outer edge of your mat. You'll tuck the left toes, and then rising up, left arm back, right arm forward, right hip sinking in and stacking the right knee above the right ankle, shoulders down the back, breathing here. Right palm turning to face the ceiling. We'll inhale, sending the right arm overhead. Exhaling back to parallel. Inhaling up. Exhaling back. 3 more. Last one. Then extending that right leg. We'll reach over that imaginary tabletop to lower right hand down to your block. Left arm skyward. We're going to exhale to lower. Inhale, following your path up. Exhaling back. One more. And here we're going to stack the left hip above the right, Holding here, allowing that left shoulder to open. And then exhaling, releasing, switching to bring the block to be in alignment with the left foot. We're going to bring the right hand to the outside of the block. We'll inhale, sending the right arm skyward, holding here 2 breaths before we begin to move. And exhaling down, inhaling. Two more. Last one. And then tinting the fingers. We're going to pivot on to the left toes and then stepping the left foot forward to meet the right. From here, we're going to step back to the middle of the mat. And we're going to sink down into a wide-legged squat. So this is a great way to release the hips and pelvis. So adding these in anytime you get a little break throughout your day. But here you can, so your heels can be up or down, hips can be up or down, hands can be on the mat or hands together at your heart, pressing the hands together and then pressing knees into elbows and elbows into knees, activating the entire body. And then releasing the hands behind you to lower down onto your back. So hugging the knees into chest, gentle rock side to side. And then finding center, arms extended at your sides, feet onto the mat. You're going to press into the feet to lift the hips skyward, chin tucked into chest. Inhaling here, as you exhale, you're going to lower the right hip and press the left hip forward. So we're working on our hip rotation here. You're going to hold this, one more breath. As you exhale, shifting to the other side. So lowering the left hip, right hip shifting skyward, and one more breath here. As you exhale back to center, press both hips up, and then you're going to shift from side to side. So lowering, inhaling through center, exhaling, left hip shifts. Inhaling through center, exhaling, right hip shifts. Inhaling through center, exhaling, left hip. Inhaling through center, last one, right hip. Inhaling through center, left hip. And then back to center and slowly releasing one vertebra at a time. From here, you're going to bring the hips to the left side, so shifting both hips to the side. We'll lower both knees to the right side. Your arms can open out from your sides, palms facing up, allowing the heart and chest to open here. You may even wish to do cactus arms. Letting yourself breathe. Exhaling back to center, shifting the hips to center, and then pressing into the feet, shifting the hips to the right side, both knees to the left, breathing here. And slowly back to center. Pressing into the feet, shifting the hips back to center. And then from here, you're going to hug the knees in and you're going to footprint the ceiling once again. And from here, you're going to exhale to lower both feet. Arms can extend overhead. As you exhale, you're going to draw the feet up to the ceiling. Inhaling, exhaling down to hover, inhaling at the hover, exhaling back. 3 more. Remembering you can hug the knees into chest. You can do one leg at a time. Inhale, hover. Exhale, extend. 2 more. Last one. And bringing your arms down to your sides, palms facing down. We're going to inhale here, and then exhale, you're going to bring the legs out wide. Inhale at the side. Exhaling, drawing the legs back together, using your core here. Inhaling at center. Exhaling out to the sides. Exhaling back to center. Inhaling at center. Exhaling to the side. Inhaling. Exhaling. Last one. And bending the knees, hugging the knees into chest. Wrapping both arms around, you can tuck the chin into chest, nice and small here. And then releasing. Right leg down to the mat. We'll bring the left ankle to the right knee, reaching between the legs, hugging that right knee into chest. Left toes back towards shin, left knee away from the body, and then sinking through the left glute. Chin tuck. Releasing the right foot down, we'll uncross the left leg, switching to the other side. Right ankle to the left knee, reaching between the legs, we'll hug the left knee into chest, right toes back towards the shin, right knee away from the body, sinking the right glute into your mat. Chin tucked, breathing here. And releasing the left foot down. Arms out to the sides. We'll uncross the right leg. And we're going to hug both knees into chest. We'll bring the peace fingers to the big toes. You can footprint the ceiling here in Happy Baby. You can rock side to side. This is a great way to release the hips and the low back. Another option is to bring the legs together. And so whether the legs are completely extended or slightly bent, you can begin to bring the legs just kind of overhead, whatever that looks like for you, creating length through the backside of the body. Chin tucked into chest. If it helps, you can even place the hands behind the backs of the legs. And breathing. and slowly shifting back. We'll bring the feet down onto the mat once again, palms at your sides. Pressing the hips skyward, we're going to come back to that rotation once again. Just noticing after doing those stretches if there's any improvement in the mobility in the hips. So we're going to lower the right hip down, left hip shifts skyward. And then inhaling through center, exhaling to shift left hip down towards the mat. Inhaling back to center, exhaling to shift. Inhaling to center, exhaling to shift. And 2 more each side. And then slowly releasing the hips and pelvis here. From here, we're going to work on the core once again. So we're going to bring the hands behind the head. We'll lift the shoulders off of the mat. We'll extend the right leg, hugging the left knee into chest. We're going to bring the right elbow across to the left knee. And then exhaling to switch. Inhaling. Exhaling to switch. Moving with your breath, moving on the exhale. And just little sniffs for the breath here as we're using the core. One more each side. And then to center and releasing down. So, hugging the legs, you can rise up or preparing for your final relaxation. I hope you enjoyed that practice.